Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Colorado Rockies. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, They're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. Today's starter for Colorado, Kyle Freeland. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Amador. And a quick out, number one. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
James Wood, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Freeland with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 3 for 10 in the series so far. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Had the day off yesterday. Inside, ball one. Two outs.
Nope, inside, ball two.
That one missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
And ball four, two aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Bell digging in for the Nationals. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's saved. And it's 1-0.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 down. Stone Garrett digs in now. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And that is out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Back here in Denver, and on the hill in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Mickey Moniak, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Moniak went deep in his most recent game. Kicks and deals. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. Line drive caught. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
So digging in, Kyle Farmer. 2 for 10 in the series. And that drops in for a strike. Gore, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan McMahon getting ready to hit. That's in for a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Rockies are down quietly, still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started. And now up for Washington, Riley Adams. Freeland measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Freeland back to work. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Towards first, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Veen in pursuit, and it's caught for the out. Now the third baseman, Trey Lipscomb. Out to short, Farmer. Throws across the diamond. Now 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. In there for strike one. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Moniak makes the grab, and that's the inning. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Zach Veen. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Nope, outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. That catches the corner. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue, you better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Nick Martini will hit. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Checks over to first, back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. Way to lay off that pitch down.
High fly ball right field. And there's one down.
Batting six, the first baseman, Michael Tolia.
Here's Michael Tolia. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Fastball is outside.
See if he can up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Veen stands at first with 1 out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that one is lifted in the air. Wood flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now Braxton Fulford.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Tying run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. There's the strike. Two outs. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Wood racing over to make the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Nationals 1 and the Rockies nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Freeland ready to fire now. In the air, right side. Veen hauls it in, and there's one away. Up now for Washington, James Wood. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. That's a strike. And that one upstairs, ball one. And it goes just foul. Man at first, one away. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. In the air, right field. Veen makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Walked his first time. That one fouled off. Wood leads off first with 2 down to the inning. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Washington, but they lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador. Just missed.
Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. And the sweeper is off the plate.
2-0.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one lifted to left. Wood hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Hunter.
So up next, Hunter Goodman. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a foul ball. Out to center. Cruz settles underneath it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mickey.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Mickey Moniak. 0 for 1 so far.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
1-0.
2 out, space is empty.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he pumps it a strike. On a line out towards center. Cruz pulls it in on the run. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Bell.
Oh, and they're going to
Nope.
tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now, Stone Garrett. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now here is Riley Adams. Flied to right his first time. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Liner, base hit. Bell around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-0.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Trey Lipscomb, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. And that one fouled off. Adams over at first with one away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. And foul ball. And now 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Ball 2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now this is in the air down the line, and that will drop foul. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. That one almost got him.
Hey!
Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. First pitch misses.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Fastball for a strike at 95. The 1-1. Just off the inside edge. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. His 7th home run of the season. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Zach Veen. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
All these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And the slider just misses.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The 2-0 is in for a
2
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Cruz on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next to the Rockies, the left fielder.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Next to hit, Nick Martini. Fastball for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Up next to the Rockies, the first baseman, Michael.
So 2 down now, and here is Michael Tolia. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Freeland back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Strike one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now up for Washington, Nathaniel Lowe. 1 for 2. In the air, left field. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, C.J. Abrams. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. He's trying for third to the right side. And that one handled on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Bell in the box again. Takes a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That's a base hit as a run scores. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The relay to second, safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. So runner at second, 2 down. Garrett will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a foul out of play. Hard hit right side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 4 and the Rockies 2. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Braxton Fulford.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Up and in, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pulls that one foul. Just outside. And it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Abrams makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Amador stands in now and watches strike 1. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Goodman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of his outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Nationals 4 and the Rockies 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Riley Adams. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Angel Chevy.
Number 57. Angel.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Trey Lipscomb digging in for the Nationals. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Counts 1-0.
A ball and no strikes to the Nationals' third baseman. Line and a base hit into right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, no outs. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. Tap foul at the plate.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And he grounds one to the right side. Stops it on a slide. Not in time. He's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now it's going to be Ahmed Rosario. Golden opportunity right here. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Bases loaded, nobody out, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him! Huge strikeout there. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He sends it out of here. It's 8-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 3.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Angel Chevy done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The 1-0. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
So a man aboard. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams. In there, and it's 0-1. That one ripped right center field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Josh Bell. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled. That one pushed to the left and foul. And that one fouled off. Low, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the damage in the inning came right here for the Nationals. A grand slam home run. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That clips the corner.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That one to first, and that chance handled low. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
The shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
So digging in, Kyle Farmer. First offering, and it just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Right through there for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan.
Next for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. He's already homered here in this one. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
The Nationals up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And the runner holds. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Zach Veen. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jackson Rutledge up and throwing. Number 68 also getting ready. Next offering is down low. And miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So 1 left for Colorado, and it's still 8-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Adams now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. That's inside. Now 1-2. Out to short, Farmer. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Washington, the third baseman, Trey.
2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Trey Lipscomb. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
The count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Fouled off left side. Lipscomb off of first with 2 away. Just off the outside corner. And that's ball 1. On the ground, right side. To first. That's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Nationals 8 and the Rockies 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. DJ Hers.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Martini leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out. Next is switch hitting first baseman Michael Tolia. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Stays alive. And a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Braxton Fulford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. Nice play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Did you collect? So they turn to their closer, Scott Alexander.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Liner caught it second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now the number 2 hitter, James Wood.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
The first baseman, number 33, Nathaniel Lowe.
Up now for Washington, Nathaniel Lowe. There's a strike. Alexander, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Wood, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
A nice diving play at second, gave it a great effort, but I was just impressed by the hustle down the line to beat the throw. That was a fun play. Great stuff right there.
One down. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Out there to center, Moniak coming on. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Right side. And that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Rockies 2. Back here in Denver, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador. Hers back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. The 0-1. That one missing inside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Garrett settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away.
Designated hitter,
Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. That one misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball 1. There's a strike.
1-1.
This one in the air. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mickey Moniak.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Mickey Moniak. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. Two outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one not close.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, but look for something down in the zone.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Stone Garrett. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And here is Riley Adams. Gets under it and pops it up. Amador has this one sized up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Trey Lipscomb.
Next to hit, Trey Lipscomb. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The center fielder, number 3, Dylan Cruz.
Here's the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. That clips a corner.
0-1.
Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. In the air, left field. Martini sizing this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Nationals 8 and the Rockies 2. Back here at Coors Field, last chance for the home team. Now it's the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. First pitch
Outside,
just misses. Fastball for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike. Man at second. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Zach Veen. Strike on the inside corner. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Now the left fielder, Nick Martini. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Gets the outside corner with that one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Michael Tolia digging in for the Rockies.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2. The Rockies down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Makes the catch, ball game, and the Nationals salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.